Live from Appleton, it's APTV.
Welcome to APTV, episode 533 for Thursday, March 14th, 2024.
This week we have Banter news updates, consignment pens, calligraphy books and calligraphy pens, and calligraphy nibs, pencil boards, softcover notebooks, a contest winner, a new contesters, plus nothing that we know of that is coming soon.
Okay.
So, you know, when I was a kid, I wanted to play the guitar really badly.
Okay.
Yeah, after years of work, lessons, hard work, practice, I can play the guitar really badly. Today, Thursday, March 14th, is Pi Day. That is 3.1415963.
When you were in school, did they make you learn that?
No.
Like X many places out?
No,
Okay.
did not.
All right.
3.1415, I think, is about as far as it went.
Okay.
So.
Tomorrow, March 15th, is the Ides of March, most famous for being the day of the assassination of Julius Caesar. It was actually a Roman holiday. It was a deadline for settling debts, among other religious observances.
All right.
Okay.
It sounds like a pirate holiday. The Ides of March. Anyway, coming up, I want to point this out. This is in addition to the script here. March 30th is National Pencil Day.
Cool.
Which means March 29th, which is a Friday, will be a Vintage Pencil Day. So if you're not signed up to the newsletter, scroll down the bottom of any website page and
sign up for the
mailers. And there's going to be, it's a pretty massive, got about 76 pens right now.
Yeah, I heard
pencils,
the creative team was grumbling.
Yeah, they're never happy with me when I do that. So. But anyway, that's coming up.
All right. In news, reminder, we have our ST Dupont D-Initial Rollerballs and Ballpoints on sale. And again, some really good prices on these. Several of these have been discontinued, so whatever we have available on the website is what we have left.
These are great pens.
These are.
The Ballpoints are fantastic. I have one.
Which one do you have?
I have the Diffie. And it's nice. It's a nice weight.
That's not a D-Initial.
It's stylish. Well, I don't have a D-Initial, but I have a Dupont. They're nice. They're very nice.
The Shark Blue is almost our AP Blue. I have one of those, and yeah, they're nice. Nice weight. The nose cone is really, really long on those, so it's a definitely sleeker, more modern look.
Ziller calligraphy books, all 5 books are back in stock this week, so that's good. Those have been popular lately.
Yep.
And we got some cool consignment. Do you have something you want to say?
Yes. David, you know who you are. Grab that book number 1. I know you wanted it.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
We got some cool consignment pens in this week.
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
So some of you who watch us every week know that all of a sudden we have had consignment pens coming out of our ears, and that's just the nature of the beast. We're one of the few companies that handles consignment and estates. And sometimes we go for months without seeing anything. And this is our 5th or 6th collection. And so if it seems like we've talked about them a lot, we've had a lot. One was, a massive 500-piece collection. This just came across our desk not too long ago.
This one is a one-piece collection.
Yeah, this is a one-piece. There you go.
This is one of the rarest Parker eyedroppers ever made. It's a Parker 11, aluminum barrel overlay. And aluminum at the time was very, very, very rare, very expensive.
Which is funny because you think of aluminum now.
Right now it's
so cheap, like aluminum foil. And
Yeah, so then they engraved on it, and they engraved these floral patterns on it.
It's very cool.
It's an outstanding pen. It's not for the faint of heart.
The price is not.
The price is not, but these just don't. You don't find them ever. So
there are
very special piece. Very special
people
piece.
who search their lives for these. In one of the Facebook forums, somebody posted his collection of 4 others, which was cool.
Which is outstanding because this is maybe the second one of these I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
so that one's available. That one's cool. For the more modern crowd, we had a consignor that we did some work for a couple of years ago. He came back. He had found a couple more pens. One of them is a return. Initially, he thought maybe he was going to keep this one, but
not a return.
But not a return. But we had this pen before, and then he decided he wanted to keep it. And then when he came back last week, he says, "Well, I'm going to keep something else." He never inked it. This is the Visconti Camelot, and that's got the sterling silver filigree, the chainmail on the barrel and the cap.
Funky.
Solid gold nib, 18 karat. Comes in the original box, uninked.
How big is that box?
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
We shipped one yesterday that was just
there was a
crazy big.
There was a really large one. So the Camelot, which is nice, a very nice pen. Also, we have a Graf von Faber-Castell. This is a pen of the year 2004, I believe. What they call the Amber Room, which is this really lovely amber celluloid.
Amber Room?
Amber Room is what they call this. Yep.
Like living room, dining room?
Like living room. Yep. And lovely, almost sort of like the Delta Dolce Vita, but maybe a little bit paler yellow.
Very cool. Very
nice. With the box, piston filler, never inked, ready to go. We're coming up to the nice ones.
You can't keep either of these.
I know. So we got the Namiki Panda, and this is a classic pen. We have this with the original box and the bottle of ink. Limited edition.
The detail work on this is just gorgeous. I know that, the Japanese companies do amazing makie work, but
Namiki's the best.
Namiki is by far the best when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Each of the three big Japanese brands, Pilot, Sailor, Platinum, all have something that they do better than the others. But the makie. Pilot.
So the pen, it's almost a whimsical panda. He's just hanging out there, and it's just super cool.
Pandas?
This one actually, I believe, was inked. It's very clean though, but with the complete box and papers and all that good stuff. And the best of the bunch, in my opinion.
Again, you can't have this.
I can't keep this one, unfortunately. This is the Namiki Hummingbird. This is an outstanding makie with Rodin work around the hummingbird on the cap and barrel. Gorgeous pen, two-tone nib. This one was painted by Sekechida, and comes with his original card inside the box.
That's cool.
Never inked. This is outstanding. Really, really great piece. Mid 2000, I believe, when that pen came out. So
cool.
Limited edition. Was expensive back in the day. So we're actually offering, I think, at a very, very nice price. So those came in.
Yes, those are new and exciting, and it's always fun to see Brian get all excited about. You really like the research into finding out, because some of these, we've either never seen or it's been years, since the Graf came out, and so you really enjoyed the research.
Yeah, some of these are fun. I mean, you'll never see another one of these ever again. I guarantee it. Unless you're out specifically looking for this pen, you'll never see this pen ever again. So we're very fortunate to.
Why did the coffee go to the police? To report a mugging.
We have a just-in. We have a new.
The Edison Bowmont in the River's Edge.
Don't have a nib in it. But it's lovely material.
Really pretty. The Beaumont is my favorite Edison. It's the perfect size for my hand. But really pretty, kind of springy, muted colors. You've got blue and kind of a coppery bronze and green. I find the colors to be very soothing, like you would imagine maybe rocks at the edge of a river. So your typical number 6 steel nib uses cartridge or converter, standard international, usual. You can upgrade to an 18 karat nib.
Very pretty pen. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Nice addition.
Everything you expect from an Edison in new colors.
To the person who stole my bed, I won't rest until I find you.
Spotlight, Sheaffer calligraphy sets. I know that we've talked about these before, but they, especially since we got restocked in the Ziller books.
And these are a new design.
These are a new design, new packaging from the new company, and so you've got, different. What I like is that they made the pen all the same color.
Yeah, so
which makes it easier, in my opinion.
A gloss black with matte black trim and a gray section. Now, thankfully, they just used a steel nib. They didn't coat the nib, but nice looking pen. And they do this about every couple of years. They change up the calligraphy pen. They change the colors and all that.
Don't mess with them anymore. Just leave them. This is really great. Just leave
but these are nice. These are nice kits. So they come in fine and medium, which are 1.0 millimeter and 1.5. And then the mini kit, which has one body and 3 nibs, including the 2.0 stub.
And it comes with 18 cartridges, 6 black, 6 blue, and 6 blue-black, which is cool.
Yeah. So really neat sets. I mean, they've been making this set for a long time.
This is
very
your
popular,
classic, great starter calligraphy pen.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got?
We got LAMY Joys.
LAMY Joys.
Which are sort of in the same,
yes,
really in the same camp. We come in two fashions, really. You've got the Joy and then the AL version, which has the metal cap. So black with red clip or black with silver clip. And then these have the 1.1, 1.5, or 1.9 millimeter LAMY stub nibs on them.
Which always makes me think of a snow shovel in the winter.
But it's nice. It's kind of taper. It's kind of a nice desk pen or a drawing pen. Yep. So yeah, you could. I guess you can.
Oh, it does post.
You could post if you wanted, but they give you a cap. So I mean, obviously you would not put it in your pocket. But no, it's fun. Have a little desk pen.
Same triangular grip as on the Safaris and the All-Stars. But the All-Stars and the Safaris no longer come with the stub nib option. And so this is the way to get it. They also have...
This one's a little matte black too, the AL, which is kind of cool.
There's also a set that comes with the body, some cartridges, and 3 nibs, 3 sections. So that's really cool.
Yeah, it comes with the whole pack. And then extra carts and in a nice aluminum tint.
Yeah,
so you can
makes
keep
a great
it
gift.
all together.
Or keep it together.
Yep.
Cool.
Or you can get the nibs separately.
Yes.
It's a whole lot of stub going on there.
And we should make sure that you know that the stub nibs are not tipped, so they are just flat.
Yep.
And for those of you who are getting into it, you're like, I can do this cool fancy writing. There is a little bit of a learning curve, so just know that going in, that it does take a little bit of practice. Many people find it just works well for them.
You can't rotate.
Yeah.
You can't rotate.
Yeah, and I rotate.
If you rotate, you're going to catch the edge of the nib into the paper.
So there, for some people, there is a learning curve, but it does make some really beautiful writing. So there you go.
Awesome. This week we've got some in the paper and accessory category, I guess. We've got pencil boards.
Yeah, I picked this.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
These are nice. These are Hobonichi pencil boards. They come in 3 sizes.
And you're saying, what is a pencil board?
A5,
because
A6,
I don't use
and
pencils. These go under a page in your journal or your Hobonichi planner, especially if you are using something with Tomoe River paper. That tends to be very thin. If you press hard, sometimes you can leave an indentation in the subsequent sheet or sheets. Or if you know that you are even using an ink that might, ink nib combination that might be very prone to bleeding or...
Yeah, this will stop it from going through it. And they also have a little tab on the top that says today, so you know where you are.
So you can tuck it into your planner or your journal. But these are nice. They make a great, page marker. Just a nice little add-on.
Yep.
So there you go.
Awesome. You got some notebooks.
Yep. Speaking of Leuchtturm, some of my favorite things, I love the look of a hardcover notebook, but I like the soft cover by Leuchtturm because they have
lots of colors.
Fewer pages, and they're thinner, they're easier and lighter to carry, and for those of us who have, that paper fear, new notebook fear, less commitment. But same gorgeous colors. You've got...
It's turquoise one. This is my new color for the year, I think.
Is it?
Yep.
You've got dot, lined, graph, blank, but tons of different colors. Grade paper, everything you want. These are 80 gram, 123 pages, table of contents, and all the things that you come to expect from Leuchtturm, but easier to carry.
A smaller package.
Yeah, absolutely.
We had a contest last APTV.
Did we?
Apparently.
Okay.
What nib size is on the pen you reach for most often? And what, as a subsequent question, what is that pen?
Okay. And what is your answer?
Probably medium.
What's in your pocket?
I have a rod and vanishing point with a medium nib.
It's just so...
So medium. Do I reach for this most often? No, I don't really have a pen I reach for most often.
Shouldn't you? Or do you rotate?
I do rotate, yeah. Yeah, okay. I go through phases.
Okay. So. Let's see. I've got a Pilot Vanishing Point Decimo that has a fine nib. I've got a vintage Pilot, what is mine? The Stella that has a fine. On my Sailors, I like a medium fine. So... Just like I think everybody else who commented, it depends on the pen. So Wayne Bosma, hey Wayne, hugs to Maria, says, I generally like a fine nib, but on a LAMY, it has to be an extra fine. Favorite pen with that nib? That's tricky. Probably a Pilot, maybe the Pilot E95S that I bought at AP Chicago. Wayne and I have twinsy E95S pens.
Greg M says, my favorite nib size is a Japanese fine. My favorite pen with that nib is the Pilot Custom 743 Verdigris.
That is gorgeous color. Yeah. Notes from Past Amy says, my default answer for favorite nib size is fine, but I use different nibs for different purposes. If I need a fine liner, I use my Platinum 3776 in ultra extra fine. If I'm doing, that's seriously fine. Yeah. If I'm doing Zentangles, I use a round extra fine or fine nib. If I'm practicing calligraphy, I use a flex nib. If I'm journaling, I'm exhausted, by the way. I use a cursive italic, small stub, architect, or whatever is calling my name. See, now that's the way to do it. Different
just
pens.
Just have a ton of pens?
Ton of pens, different pens for different uses, and depending on what you're doing, this is what I use.
Faithful Farm says, I love the fine nib in my Platinum 3776 celluloid calico, but I also love the medium nib on my Platinum 3776 celluloid tortoise. I love the fine on my Pilot Vanishing Point and Decimo, and it is the extra fine on my LAMY 2000 that I love. Those are the pens I will always have inked up. Yeah, so
that's a good...
Pretty in that fine category.
Yep. Dexter Yang says, I used to only use medium or fine, but I am loving broad and stub now for sheening and shimmering inks. Opus 88 is my favorite pen at the moment. Dexter's got a good point. If you're using... inks that do have shimmer, you definitely want a broader nib so you get more flow. And the same thing with sheening inks. You get that sheen when you have pooling of the ink. And so a fine line is not going to give that to you nearly as much as a wet medium or a broad or definitely a stub.
Hoyt Robertson says, medium nib, 1911 large, because it's in rotation. Short, sweet, to the point. Thanks,
and he
Hoyt.
shops like a man.
Yeah,
Go in, get what you need,
yeah,
done.
Why waste time?
I like my pen.
Mess around?
Here's what it is, because it's right there. Perfect. Keep it easy. Avi Lee says, favorite nib is a bouncy fine medium on my Sailor Pro Gear The Witch. The little cat on the nib is just a plus.
Cute. Liz Colton, my favorite nib size is Japanese medium. Sailor or Pilot pens are the brands I use daily. I always look forward to your podcast. You always make me smile. Thank you much, Liz.
Thanks, Liz.
We have a winner.
We do.
Heart of Lynn. Congratulations. Heart of Lynn says, Vanishing Point fine.
Wow.
Exclamation mark.
She made Hoyt look wordy there.
Congratulations, Heart of Lynn. Send an email to eric@andersonpens.com. He will take care of getting that credit on your AP account.
Awesome. New survey. Notebooks. Do you prefer hardcover or softcover? And because I like to add things in, why?
Softcover.
Why?
Nothing I write needs to be passed down to my children.
They probably couldn't read your writing.
No, probably not. I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad.
It's
soft cover. Everything I have is soft cover, just about.
Okay. I like a hardcover. Mainly because I like that I can write. Now, I don't like the weight of a hardcover, but I do like that. I know. I'm really also difficult to shop for.
You need a hardcover with like 5 pages.
Yeah. It's a clipboard. I like the hardcover because then you can take it outside. You can sit on your bed. You
can't take a soft cover outdoors?
Not if you don't have a hard surface to write on. Like if you just want to go sit somewhere and write, you need a hard surface with a soft cover.
I'll maybe
Justin,
give that
right?
to you. He's in my camp on this one. Anyway.
So anyway, notebooks, do you prefer hardcover or softcover and why? One commenter will be chosen at random to win a $20 credit on his or her Anderson Pens account.
I think that's it. This week?
Nothing else new and exciting?
This is new and exciting. And I will be just, this is not, less than 2 months away now. I will be at the Chicago Pen Show, and we'll have this pen.
Unless you sell it beforehand.
Unless I sell it beforehand. But I probably will keep it until Chicago because I know there's some interested parties. But
well, what if somebody says, I'll give you X for it today? You'll sell it.
Shoot me an email. We'll talk.
But yeah, Brian will be there Thursday, Friday, leaves Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but that'll be here before you know it. So.
I know, it's like 6 weeks.
Yep. So looking forward to it. Anyway, we'll talk more about that when we get there. But I think that's it for this week.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us. Tune in next week for more talk about pens, ink, and paper.
I was going to say that. You can check us out on social media as Anderson Pens, and please like this video, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel.